Hello guys! I really appreciate you joining me here once again. If you've been keeping up with our recent videos, you'll know that we've been covering every detail about ONVO's new model the L90 and its strong entrance into the market. Today, I want to bring you an in-depth update on what's happening since that first pre-launch buzz. From how widely available the car already is, to the flood of interest it's generating, and what that means for NIO and ONVO's delivery targets moving forward. We're going to break it all down together. So, let's get right into it. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. In our previous discussions, many of you will remember how we talked about the L90's introduction really turning heads. Just days after the pre-launch, the ONVO L90 became accessible in 241 cities across China. That's a massive footprint for any new model, and it's crucial because it allows everyday consumers to actually see the vehicle up close, sit inside it, and get a real feel for what it offers. This is not just some online hype. People are lining up in person to test drive the L90, and there's a wave of user-generated content popping up too. I've seen tons of photos and videos circulating of families, bloggers, and car enthusiasts stepping inside the L90, sharing first impressions, and even creating content from inside the car. It all goes to show just how much excitement this model has sparked on the ground. One striking example of this buzz was a photo that went viral recently in ONVO store, completely jam-packed with visitors who wanted to get their first look at the L90. Crowds like that speak volumes about the level of interest this car is generating. People are genuinely curious, and they want to experience the vehicle for themselves before making any purchase decisions. And while all of this early enthusiasm is fantastic, the big question is always about how that converts into actual orders. Right after the launch event, several top executives weighed in on how things are progressing. NIO's CEO confirmed that the orders so far have met their initial projections, which is a good sign. But Shen Fei, ONVO's president, made it clear he's not completely satisfied, yet he believes they can push those numbers higher. It's interesting because it shows there's ambition within the company to outperform expectations rather than just meet them. Now, keep in mind that we're still in the pre-order phase right now. The official order books are set to open at the end of this month, with deliveries expected to kick off on August 1st. So, there's still plenty of time for those numbers to climb further, especially as more people get to experience the L90 firsthand in these city showrooms. Speaking of future goals, let's touch on what ONVO and NIO have mapped out for the next quarter. According to NIO's president, the combined target is 25,000 units per month for ONVO alone in the final quarter of the year. The idea is to see both NIO's main brand and the ONVO sub-brand each hitting that 25,000 mark monthly. It's an ambitious target, but they're actively working towards it by expanding their model lineup and ramping up production capacity. To reach these goals, both brands still have a few key models in the pipeline. For example, ONVO's L90 is just about ready for full rollout, but there's also the L80, which hasn't been fully revealed yet. We still don't have the final look or details for the L80, but given the positive reception to the L60 and L90, there's optimism that it will attract strong interest too. Pricing-wise, it's expected to fall somewhere between the L60's starting price of 206,000 RMB and the L90's base cost of about 279,900 RMB. So, a reasonable guess would be that the L80 could launch around 240,000 to 250,000 RMB, making it an appealing option for buyers looking for something right in the middle. If things go according to plan, ONVO could very realistically push past 30,000 units a month once they have the full family of models available. That's where the real scale starts to show, especially considering ONVO's strategy of offering affordable, yet feature-rich vehicles that appeal to a wider market than NIO's premium line. Now, on the NIO side, there's a different challenge. Unlike ONVO's more accessible pricing, NIO's flagship models are still quite premium and tend to be out of reach for many average car buyers. This naturally limits how far their monthly delivery numbers can go. While the goal for NIO is to reach 25,000 deliveries a month, there's reason to be cautious. NIO's core audience has always been upper middle class to affluent buyers, so scaling to mass volumes like 50K units a month is a much taller order compared to ONVO's more mainstream appeal. That said, when you add in future growth markets and upcoming models, the potential is there. Long-term, combining ONVO's accessible offerings with NIO's premium segment and the international rollout plans could eventually push the brand to 100K deliveries a month, but that's probably a 3 to 5 year horizon, not something we'll see overnight. The big kicker here is expansion outside China. Once NIO and ONVO truly penetrate more global markets, the inflow of orders will naturally grow, helping them hit those ambitious delivery figures. And then there's Firefly, another wild card in this strategy. This model stands out with its unique design, especially those eye-catching 6 headlights, which is something you don't see every day. While it might not match ONVO's volume, Firefly's distinctive styling could give it a niche that attracts a lot of first-time EV buyers who want something different. Altogether, the growing range of models and continuous improvements show that both NIO and ONVO are committed to pushing the limits and capturing more market share. Look at what some of their big domestic rivals are doing. Companies like Geely and Changan are selling well over 2 million vehicles a year, so there's no reason to believe that NIO and ONVO can't eventually scale up to similar volumes if they keep executing well. Their edge is that their vehicles offer top-tier tech at prices that, while not cheap, are still more reasonable than many traditional luxury brands like BMW or Mercedes. So, to wrap this all together, the energy and hype surrounding the ONVO L90 launch has been nothing short of impressive. The crowds lining up at showrooms, the flurry of content on social media, and the executives' strong expectations for pre-orders all point to a bright road ahead. And once the official orders open later this month and the first deliveries start rolling out, we'll get an even clearer picture of whether these ambitious delivery goals will become reality. Alright, folks, that's where things stand right now with the ONVO L90 and the big plans behind NIO and ONVO's expansion. This is shaping up to be one of the most interesting stories to watch in the EV space this year. I'm excited to see if they can hit those huge monthly delivery targets and how the public will respond once the L80 and other upcoming models are revealed. As always, I'll keep bringing you the latest updates, insights, and what it all means for investors and EV enthusiasts alike. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.